Oh boy, boy, boy. How do I get this started? This NXT was probably one of the best NXTs I've seen since I've started NXT, watching NXT back in beginning of the year 2024, beginning of 2024. And yeah, the show started off with Hank and Take talking to Gallus and saying how Hank and Take are gonna beat Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, which I'm not gonna say anything. And then Jaya Parker came in, and because she has a match later in the night with Jasmine Nix, and they're Fatal Influence, basically making fun of how Jada Parker didn't walk out at NXT North No Mercy as NXT Women's Champion. So yeah. Then the first match of the night was a triple threat tag team match again with versus the Rascals, which contains the NXT X Division champion Zachary Winston and Trey Miguel. The Rascals, Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang, and Hank and Tank. By the way, this match was pretty good, pretty decent, honestly. It wasn't the best match of the night, obviously, for obvious reasons. But, you got a cool spot like this where Trey Miguel gets thrown into the ring post. So, rip and chat for Trey Miguel. Wolfgang tried to go for the pin, kicked out. This was a very nice, very excellent back body drop. It was pretty good, honestly. Now, I've never actually seen Trey Miguel wrestle, but for the couple spots he did in this was pretty great. Like, he did a beautiful hair. He did some great Hurricane Ranas. I already know how good Zachary Winston is. He had a super kick to Mark Coffey. Then this beautiful tag team maneuver where Zachary Winston had him in like a submission hold, and then a drop kick from Trey Miguel to Mark Coffey, and then Tank and Take gave both Wolfgang and Mark Coffey atomic drops, so that's pretty cool. I like Hank and Take literally just crashed into both Gallus by like doing that, and it somehow worked. Literally clotheslined Zachary Winston and Mark Coffey. Beautiful moves. Again, comeback from one of them. I forget which one. I don't even know. They look the same. Beautiful stomp from Zachary Winston to stop the pin. Then this was crazy. Trey Miguel did this thing where he kicked by using his foot to kick a Mark Coffey in his face, and then did like a I don't know, like a side slam type of thing. Giving what Mark Coffey gave. I think it's Hank or Tank. I can't tell him apart. I don't remember which one was which, but gave him a DDT. But when Hank and Tank were about to get the W, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, his brother, tried to jump in, but Javon Evans blocked him. And but then out of nowhere, the Good Brothers attacked Hank and Tank. And then this beautiful Meteora into a beautiful senton by Zachary Winston for 1, 2, 3, and Rascals are gonna face Axiom and Nathan Frazier for Axiom for the NXT Tag Team Championship. I don't know when. I probably should have paid attention a little bit more to that, but yeah. And then anyway, they're literally just talking and backstage interview, and Zachary Winston said basically that at least me and Trey Miguel are on singles or on gold, and kind of confused me, even though he's a singles champion. But and then anyway, Nathan Frazier said, "Well, you say the one who's the singles champ, but you understand." So the next match was Lexis King versus I forget, but I don't even know. But anyway, there was Lexis King made his entrance, and then they were talking to Trick Williams. But Pete Dunne and him were just fighting all night, so you couldn't get a break of them fighting. So yeah, and Ora Menso came out. Now this match, Ora Menso keep just beating people up, bro. He can't keep his anger, his rage to himself, and also I'm not gonna say that. Lexus King is also great. Lexus King in this match was basically beating up. Again, this kind of was a squash match. This is just how Lexus King, and then Lexus King eventually took advantage, as every heel does. So, yeah. And then, the reason why Ora Mensa's face looks like that is because Lexus King was talking about how his batch would be in ashes, and literally Ora Mensa started beating him up. Boom, boom, boom. The referee had to pull him away twice, and which ended up being his downfall because Lexus King took it up, surprise roll up and put his feet on the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and the winner is Lexus King. So Lexus King basically won that match, cheating, and Ora Mensa chased Lexus King out of the building. So yeah, but then the D'Angelo family, Stax, Rizzo, and Luca were talking, and Obafemi walked in and said, and Rizzo started talking and said, and Obafemi said, in some cultures, women are just should be shown, not speak. And Rizzo got really mad at this, and basically what's happened was Tony D'Angelo walked in the room and said, Stax got Oba tonight. Wasn't good. Anyway, wasn't good thing. Anyway, next match was Tatum Paxley versus Rosemary, but they had this little thing about how Wolfgang and Mark Coffey were kind of mad they didn't get it, but they told Joe Coffey to fight Javon Evans later tonight, which did actually end up happening. But then I forget her name. I think Sinclair needs to stop talking for this new quarter catch crew. Anyway, Rosemary from TNA, and this wasn't my favorite match particularly. It was really the worst match of the night for me personally. Again, for you, for everybody it's different. So again, it could be not. The fallaway slam from Rosemary, pretty cool. Now when did Tatum Paxley's finisher get cool? Because I have not seen this cool finisher. Maybe I haven't really paid attention to Tatum Paxley matches like that. But has this been her finisher? I don't even know. Put it in the comments below. Anyway, Tatum Paxley won the match, and Rosemary and Wendy Chu just basically attacked her, and then someone made the save, which, oh my god, Lyra Valkyria, the former NXT Women's Champion, and the person who's on Monday Night Raw trying to take on Pure Fusion Collective. Why are you down here in NXT? But you have to go to Canada soon. Next week. Never mind. I'm just kind of confused. Why isn't she going at home? Anyway. And then Pete Dunne had an interview talking about how Trick Williams is thing. But they just started fighting, and Ava had enough of it. He said it was supposed to be the main event, but Ava just said, "Just go to the ring right now." They just started fighting. Trick Williams' entrance usually go whoop that Trick. No, they just started fighting right away. This was unbelievably nasty. Pete Dunne, stop doing this, bro. That looks nasty. It looks like you tearing his out. Before this, he was pulling his ears. That would look nasty. And then, classic Pete Dunne kept stepping on his hands. And then, got tricked by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne got Trick Williams' leg stuck in the apron cloth thing, where Trick Williams ended up going down there. It kind of sucked. Though Trick Williams went for this slam dunk, Pete Dunne reversed, luckily. But then they somehow made it outside and got on a barricade, and one thing led to the other, and they went through the table. They got counted out, and they just kept fighting. Literally, referees and officials had to come out. So, yeah. And then Ridge Holland cut the promo explaining why he did what he did on NXT No Mercy to Chase U. And he said that he gave him a new classroom, new merch, new stuff, and brought him the NXT Tag Team Championships, which he said they always do this. They win the big one and then they lose it. And he said he was basically tired of carrying Chase U, and literal, and he even says Chase U gave him his confidence back, but he said that he held this version in Ridge Holland in for so long that he finally released it, and I think it's pretty cool. Pretty good, and he also cut broke Duke's what's it called, trophy. And then next week, and then it was Joe Coffey versus Javon Evans. Now Javon Evans is so good, but anyway, this segment will happen. Where Sean Spears was basically trying to convince Brooks Jensen. Wait, is it Brooks Jensen or is that Brooks? Is this Brooks Is this Brooks Jensen? No. Is it? I forgot his name. Frick. What's it? Put it down in the comments below. What's his name? Anyway, he thinks that Brooks Jensen. Yeah, I think it's Brooks Jensen, right? I know his name's like Brooks, I think, right? Brooks Jensen, I think, right? Anyway, basically, he said, "Why is everyone thinking you're manipulating me?" But then the book nerd in the background said, "He's manipulating you, bro. Don't believe him." And when the camera's pointing back, Sean Spears was looking very menacingly at the camera. It was in the background. Anyway, the next match was Joe Coffey versus your boys Bouncer Javon Evans. This match was absolutely phenomenal. First 10 seconds of the match, Javon Evans goes flying through the middle rope, suicide dive, literally lands on the table, almost went through the table. Memorable spot though is when the Gallus was trying to get involved in this match, but Cedric Alexander distracted them, and out of nowhere, you see Javon Evans go over the top rope. This crazy move. Yeah, this move right here. This crazy move landed on Joe Coffey. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Javon Evans, which picks up the W. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty solid match. Anyway, Lyra Carrier was talking to Tam Paxley, and basically said that she's here to tag with her, and she wants to help her friend out, and that's basically what happened. And then it was Obafemi versus Stacks, and I forgot what Ava said here. She said something about qualifying match maybe. No, I think it was a qualifying match about who faces Ethan Page at the CW debut. Anyway, Stacks got destroyed in this match. Obafemi, bro. Obafemi didn't get any offense and kept clobbering him in the back of the neck. He literally had welts forming in the back of his back. Literally, kept hurting the other knee of Stacks. And yeah, and then there was little comeback from him, from Stacks. Maybe got a missile dropkick to get him off his feet. But the end came after this. A nasty powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Obafemi, the NXT North American champion, is your winner. Anyway, these two girls were talking about, I forgot, some dude. Anyway, the Rizzler in the back tried to say, "If you need a shoulder to cry on," that Eddie Thorpe came in and said, "Is this now your thing now?" And yeah, they basically got hit. Anyway, the last match of the night was Fatal Influence, Jasmine Nix versus Miss Parker. Man, I don't know how you cannot love Miss Parker, man. Jada Parker. Anyway, Fallon Henley got distracted. This crazy submission. Again, wrapping her legs around Jada Parker's ribs. Again, if you watch my NXT No Mercy reaction, you would know that her back, it kind of injured. I forget why. Ribs, I forget why. But Jada Parker did do a Samoan drop. But according to Simon Miller, it wouldn't count as a Samoan drop since she's not Samoan. Yeah. A bunch of shoulder tackles from Miss Parker. This crazy booty bump in the corner. Surprise roll up did not work on Miss Parker. Dude, I don't even know what this was again. I forget. I think it was some crazy move. Anyway, Miss Parker ended up getting the win, and yeah. And then Fatal Influence got attacked them, but it was attacked Jada Parker, but Jada Parker fought back. Anyway, next week they announced Trick Williams would be facing Pete Dunne in the Last Man Stand match on WWE Week on USA Network. So pretty cool. Anyway, the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez came out and basically said she runs that whole division, which she does, and she basically said that she is absolutely beating Io Sky, and she's crushing Io Sky and Asuka's records, PLE wise, and NXT. And then the lights go out, and we think it's Giulia. No, it's Chelsea Green. I'm still hyped. But basically, Chelsea Green was talking about how, she'll do anything for her fans, and Nick Aldis, Pierce, I forgot something what she said about Ava. But then she called Roxanne Perez fun size. I said, huh? Fun size is crazy. But then Giulia eventually did come out. Is it a bad thing to say that Giulia is kind of like a Rhea Ripley of NXT? Put down in the comments below. Do you think I'm right? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, Giulia destroyed Chelsea Green, kneed her in the face, and basically, Giulia picked up the microphone and said, "Me, you, CW." So she challenged Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship at the CW or the CW Network, which is in 4 weeks, October 1st, 2024. So I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the end. October 1st, 2024 is the end of Roxanne Perez's NXT women's title reign. GG's. Giulia's taking that belt, carrying it for probably a year. She's probably going to break Mandy Rose's record. That was the end of the show. And I'm just going to say that right now. This NXT was absolute banging. I would suggest you, if you don't watch NXT, suggest you to go watch NXT because NXT is absolute fire. And yeah, put in the comments below. Would you rate this NXT down in the comments below? Drop a big thumbs up on this video. Hit the subscribe button. It always helps out the channel. Anyway, I will, I'm done with reviews for the week. Isn't that great? I'm done. Oh, by the way, next video will be a Bad Blood early prediction video, and when I recorded it, it was not, it recorded right after, Bash in Berlin, so it literally, even before, NXT No Mercy. Anyway, bye.